All right, coming back at you, City Classic Cars. I want you to just get an overview of what's going on here. We're talking about the 1967 Camaro. We're not ashamed that it has a 350 in there. 350 is certainly a reliable and very powerful product. The 5.7 liter stars Chevrolet performance. And so a lot of people are getting away from Chevrolet 350 performance. They want to go into 383 strokers and LS engines and things of that nature. And hey, I'm all for it, man. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, ladies and guys listening online. Go with it. But what I'm really preaching and teaching is put the whole package with it. Don't get so consumed with what engine you have and how many horsepower it has. You want to look at the overall accessories. Now, this car is staged. We probably have, maybe 15 man hours in it. And we'll kind of be finished with it, but probably about 15 hours in it. We probably right now have, maybe 1,000 hours in it. I have to look at the paperwork on it. But this is a Restomod. This is what it looks like. This is what that Restomod looks like. That's what the Restomod looks like. That's what it looks like. That's what a Restomod looks like. We're changing that bumper. We have a custom bumper we're installing there. Custom bumper. This is a 1969 rear on this car. And the 1969 rear has been grafted into this 1967. Now, little stuff like the tail lights. The tail lights lens came from 3 different companies. You have the internal components, you have the lens, and you have the OEM housing. So just not to get caught up in cost of a Restomod and things of that nature, but you're looking at probably about $800 just for those tail lights. Just giving you an idea of what it's about when we start talking about Restomodding. But just want to give you a sneak peek what's going on. We still have about 15 hours in, finish it up. Sneak peek. Now, you know the custom seats came flat. So these seats here are not flat. We have some contour to them. They're not flat. Custom console there. Now, this is an LS car. This is a true LS car. You see that center console there. And so we put that custom shift in there. That's all leather now. I've got a few more things to do. We're not finished with the car, but just want to give you a bird's eye view of what a real Restomod looks like. Not finished, have some more things to do. Now, the client wanted this retro radio look, so that's what we put in here. He didn't want to cut the dash. I understand that. Put that retro look there. We're going to hide this in the ashtray here. See that vintage air there on display? Nice and neat. It's already in place. You have to cut that dash, pop that in place. You can see the details even on that dash pad. This is what a Restomod looks like now. It's what it looks like. And everything is a who's who of parts, and parts are new. And that's what it's about when you start talking about performance to the next level. Look at that leather. Look at the wrinkles in that leather. That's leather. This is what Restomod is all about. It's pushing the envelope, doing it just because. Sneak peek at the 1967. And most of the Restomodding excitement on this car, it begins not under the hood. It's down low where you can't even see. It's down low where you can't even see. Now, we take the battery on this. We put that battery in the trunk. Just cleans up things on the front side, and we move on from there. Now, there's a balance. When you're building a car, you have to take budgets in consideration. I mean, you can build a Camaro for $500,000. You can build a Camaro for $1 million. I mean, so all things are equal, and maybe somebody can build one for $50,000. I don't know. I can't do that. But you understand what I'm saying is that you have to take all that in consideration, and then you have to take in how much of the plumbing do you want to hide? Do you want the car hidden and there's a custom cover over the car and you don't really see anything, the engine compartment is hid? Or do you want to see some of that old plumbing? So we went with a balance here. That's why everything is not hidden. We did put the battery in the back. But just a balance. And then the products make the car. Products make the car. I don't care what car you have, the products make it. Bad products, I don't care if you're cooking cake or if you're cooking pork chop, you're cooking hot dogs. The Nathan hot dog is a pretty good hot dog. You know, you got to start with a good hot dog. So when we look at some of the specs on this car, I'll go underneath. We got, I think, Ride Tech on the back, Detroit Speed on the front. We have Nietzsche staggered tires and wheels, 20s. We wrapped in Nitto leather. I mean, all that's just quality stuff. We have full link set up in the back, upper and lower control arms by Detroit Speed. We have black slotted and drilled wheel wood calipers. We have red wheel wood. Slotted and slotted and drilled black calipers by Wheelwood and red calipers by Wheelwood. Now on the back side that you can't see, we have a 5.9 or 9-inch Moser version of that. Just really higher end who's who all along the bottom side of the car. From the power plant, we have a 700 R4 transmission. Gives you that overdrive, it keeps it old school. If I wasn't going to do the 700 R4, then I would recommend to do it yourself at home. If you want to step up, make it electronic, spend a little bit more money, go with the 4L60E. But we went with the 700 R4 that. On the engine side, we went with a solid, true, proven form of muscle. We went with 350. Now, do you go 350 or 383 stroker? Reliability, you go 350. More power, you go 383 stroker. So it depends on what's important to you there. 383 strokers are great. I love the engines. Ours make about 460 foot-pounds of torque and about 430 horsepower. So it's 440 horsepower, somewhere in there. So we're pushing the envelope in those engines pretty hard. But this 350, I mean, they don't break, man. They're just tried, they're true and proven. But we got all kinds of accessories around that. We got a Griffin radiator with custom fans on them. We have a March Serpentine system, vintage air, Detroit Speed, upgraded black accessories with on the engine dress-up kit, low-car dipsticks, transmission and oil, low-car throttle setup. I mean, you're talking about just a who's who, HEI distributor, just a really high-end car with high-end package. Now, what about the finish? What about the paint? What do we have here? Well, our base coat is a custom DBC base. We customize it. Because again, when you're building a Restomod of a high-end premium nature, you want the car to have a unique feel to it. You want it to have some character to it that no other car has. And here you have, this car has some characters that no other car has. So we went with this gunmetal here. I've put some special touches in there, but it's DBC PPG. So it's a high line of PPG. Then we went with, now this is a custom painted stripe. Now you can't feel it. That's a custom painted stripe. Now that's not taped up, that's not stencils, that's hand taped. You know, it's something about it being handmade, baby. Handmade, human made. Now when you look at this car, look at it again down that side, come back up to the top. This car never left this shop. I want somebody to hear me now. I said this car never left City Classic Cars. This car never left the shop. Now that interior you see, your boy did it right here. The paint you see, we did it right here. Management of the project, we did it right here. So this is what we do, and this is what you get when we start talking about the one-stop classic car shop. I hear a lot of builders talking a whole lot of trash. Why don't you send your car to the paint shop? I am the paint shop. Why? This car was work here. Everything about this car was work here. I want you to know that there's a difference. Do it. There's a difference in the way we do business. There's just a difference in how we do it. There's a difference in how we perform. And I just want you to know it's all done right here in Spring, Texas. Right here at the one-stop shop. I'm not going to call their names. People take cars to SEMA every year. And they didn't do the body work. They didn't do the paint work. They didn't do the interior work. Now, they might have put the engine in, but then they got a crate engine from GM. So you get a Matchbox engine from GM. You get the best engine you can afford. And then you send it out to one of the body shops to do the paint and body on it. Then you call and get you some tires and rims sitting in already mounted for you. You send the car somewhere else to do the interior. Hey man, one-stop shop, City Classic Car. When I get finished, I said I did everything from the top to the bottom, from the front to the back. When you look at that, that's me. 1967. I showed you mine. I ain't hide nothing. Show me yours. Get back at you.